Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, February 18th, free signal trade. Still in play on the screen here. USD CHF is working out really well. It's a slow mover. Let me adjust my camera a little bit here. It is a slow, well, that was the wrong way to do it, wasn't it? How about that right there? It's a slow mover. USD CHF. And this is where patience comes in. It's holding right in profit. You could take profit and move on if you wanted to. I don't believe it's that close to take profit. Let's take a look. Let's see here. I am not seeing it. There it is. So this is, yeah, we're about right in the middle. We've got about 40% more to go to reach up to this, the TP lines right here. We just need to reach up towards it. We entered down here, so slowly creeping up there. Again, it's just a slow mover. If you want to look at the volatility of different currency pairs, meaning how many pips do they move, go to mataf.net, mataf.net. Check out Forex volatility. You can sort the list by pips, and it'll show you over the last 10 weeks, which is default. You can change it to 4 weeks. It'll show you over that current time period how much volatility there is. And USD CHF, Swiss franc really is a slow mover. So yeah, not much going on there. Nothing more to add to it. You can still jump into this trade. You can still enter a USD CHF buy trade. The take profit 0.90426. 0.90426. It's going to work out really well. It's going to be a nice trade. Let's go look at the overall algorithm. Let me also kind of explain to you what you're looking at here. So this is the free signal that I send out on a daily basis. We took this trade yesterday. When it plays out, then I simply pull another one from my main algorithm, which we're going to go look at right now, which you can subscribe to. This is the free signal. You get it for free. If you come into the group for the first 14 days, you can have it directly automated to your account. You can also copy it manually because the signal is right there. And you really get the best of both worlds. What's the ultimate way to do it? Automation. Automatically copy directly to your account. So after the 14 days, you don't get the auto copy for free. Just kind of giving you a taste of that. Then you can subscribe and get access to the full algorithm. And then we can customize the trades that are copied to your account. We can figure out what the bid size should be for your account. We can, really just figure out what risk you're willing to take, looking to take, high risk, low risk. And really, high risk is high profit. Low risk is low profit. It is what it is. It's being, conservative, moderate, or aggressive. And it's fully scalable to your account. So let's pause here. I'm going to pull up the full algorithm. Have not looked at what the system's doing. I really haven't heard a lot of activity overnight. Yeah. And there really hasn't been. We're about where we were yesterday. About a $334 drawdown. And again, that's not the drawdown you would have. That's the drawdown this sample account is getting, pulling in every trade from my entire 22 currency pair algorithm that never loses. Focus on my words. The trades never lose. Could you lose if you bid an outrageous amount on a tiny little account? Sure you could. That doesn't mean the trade itself would lose from my algorithm. So we're in about, looks like still about 24 trades. And as far as closure overnight, about $100 more than yesterday. We've closed $146.99. Yesterday was President's Day. I didn't realize it. And I kept wondering, why in the hell is this market so slow? It was a bank holiday. Welcome to my life. So as far as if I go back for the week, $1,449.87 closed. That's the full algorithm. Again, relatively slow right now. I believe it will ramp up this week. One thing we can look at, I'm going to pull up real quick here, is forexfactory.com. I have not looked at the news. So here's what's about to happen. This is today, Tuesday, February 18th. Actually, a lot of stuff there, but where are we right now? President Trump speaks tentatively today. Everything that happened this morning was CAD and GBP. Australian dollar come out at 5:30 p.m., 6 p.m. New Zealand dollar, 7 p.m. New Zealand dollar. And then again at 7 p.m., President Trump speaks. Is he really speaking twice today? That's interesting. Well, we'll see how that moves the market. If I go to the next day here, tomorrow, British pound at midnight, US dollar at FOMC meeting minutes, that might move the market a little bit. Again, with my system, we don't worry about the news. We like high impact news. It moves the market, moves our trades. It either allows us to scale into more trades or it just allows us to take profit faster. It is what it is. So, yeah, plugging into this is probably the best thing you could ever do. Again, you get to come in for 14 days. You get to get a feel for the automation if you want it. You can have that totally for free. It does cost $20 to hook up to the copy service we use, but that's third-party charge. It's not me. But it gives you a taste for the automation and what's possible. The other thing that I have going right now is a bunch of different test accounts, and one of them I am unable to log into this morning. I do not know why. I don't think I can show this. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can show my other mobiles. Probably not going to let me do it. Let's see if it will or if it kills the stream. So we'll connect when the iPhone is no longer in use. Okay, good. So the iPhone's no longer in use. There we go. So let me see if I can share this on screen with you. I don't know if I can. Of course, it doesn't let me move it around. What the hell is going on with that? Maybe this is not the best. All right, I'm not going to. I'm live. So basically, what I was trying to do is show you a test account that I've been running, and I've been sharing those trades inside the group. I'll just call it out because I'll post this in the group later. So took a Euro JPY buy trade last night at, I did a 2.0 lot size on a $3,000 account and made $163.06 over 2 trades in that account. Within 24 hours, I made $340.51. So basically a little over 10% profit in one day on an account. Just looking at my overall algorithm. Of course, I love the automation. You can plug right in, can copy the trades at whatever level you want. But I like to be able to look at the overall algorithm like we are looking at right now on the screen and just jump into one of these trades whenever I feel like at that moment it's done its movement and now it's just headed towards take profit. Am I always right? I'm 99% of the time I'm right. If I'm wrong, all that happens is we scale in some more trades. having the ability to see through walls by sitting here and looking at the overall algorithm. The algorithm itself is never wrong. It's never wrong, so you can trust it. Look at this USD CHF. We're in that free trade, but you can see we're in, if you look at the bottom of the screen here, we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. We are in the final one inside of the free signal. So that's cool that it gives you that ability. I mean, if you were looking at USD CHF right now, can you see the last, I should say the first 2 trades are in a little bit of drawdown. The next 3 here are all in profit. That's when you jump into a trade. That's when I jump into a trade. Of course, you could have all of these copied to your account automatically. But let's say you were only copying this particular trade right here, GBP JPY, and you felt like you're over here watching USD CHF play out. You could just manually enter this. Guess what? If you click on the trade itself, you can see this is my premium signals monitor account. It gives you the take profit. You just enter the buy trade at whatever you want, copy the take profit, go to sleep. That's what I did last night, and the trade took profit. If there's more entries overnight, then and you miss those while you're sleeping, just wake up and add a new entry. The entire point of the entry, is that you update the take profit, which ultimately is mathematically pulled closer to the current price. That's all it is. That is all it is. It's the simplest thing in the world. If you've never manually traded before, come on into the group. Tell me that. On a live session like this, I'll show you exactly what buttons to click. I mean, that's what it's about. You know, sure, I have and I can create a bunch of training videos that are just out there existing forever. And I am going to do a current series on YouTube starting this week. I'm going to do an absolute beginner series of this is how you place a trade. And that information will be there. So whenever someone asks, I'd love to create training content on things that people ask. Oddly enough, with my system, not a lot of asking or analysis or questions back and forth exists because you simply just plug into my winning system and you win. There are people that have been in the group here for a year now, maybe longer, haven't said a word. Still plugged in, still profiting. There's really not much that you have to say. I will tell you that if you're catching this video, we are live right now. Tuesday, February 18th at 10:14 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're live right now, but if you catch this video, because as you can see on the screen, that enters you to win access, lifetime access to my fully automated system. I just give you lifetime access. So if you're not commenting, you don't get the opportunity. There's also a secondary entry, which is subscribe, share, like. You do what you want with that. Do what you want with that information. Let's go look at a couple other feeds and accounts that I have running. I have not looked at gold. Let's go look at what our gold feed is doing. We are not currently, just kind of proof of concept, we are not currently in any gold trades. The gold closed overnight at $10.56 profit. That's what I told the system to do. Scalp the gold market, make 10 bucks, get out. Because that is also scalable to your account. You could do a 2x factor, 2 times $10.56. That's $21. So you can scale that up. You can do a 3x factor, that's 30 bucks. A 4x factor, that's 40 bucks. So it gives you the ability. Now, of course, gold's very volatile. People trying to trade it on tiny little sub $1,000 accounts, not the smartest thing in the world, because gold, even at a 0.01 or 0.02 lot size, can go into a $500 to $1,000 drawdown. It can. I've seen it do that, just to be able to come back and make, 50 bucks in the end. But also remember, It's fully automated. Fully automated. All of this happened automatically. So that's a pretty cool concept there. So that is gold. You can plug into that feed. Let's pause. I'm going to glance at a few of the other feeds just to make sure everything's intact. What's going on? We have a feed. Which one is this? This is called the 10 pip hybrid. Just sitting there, not a lot of volume. Got a couple trades, AUD, CAD, and Euro Chief. And then I'm going to look at this one other feed, see if it's worth sharing with you. So this is the one profitable pair feed. Again, AUD, NZD trade just sitting there. These trades that I'm talking about in the background here are coming directly from my main algorithm, which we already looked at. So the market just a little bit sideways right now. Not a lot of closure. Looks like some news events today. President's going to speak. We'll see if that moves the market. In fact, you don't really even have to see. You just have to hear. If you have your notifications on, if you're using my Telegram notification, then, in fact, I need to pull up an account here since we've timed out on the standby. Let's pull up this one. I'm going to show you what we're looking at here. You know, that doesn't make sense. Give me a second. I'm going to have to pull up an account list here, which I wasn't ready to do, because we've got a couple different test accounts that we're running. I'm running a high profit GBP JPY. Let's see here. It's going to be, I got it now. Just had to look up the account number. 666. Here it is. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So this algorithm is, I'm just calling it my high profit hedge. So you can see it rebalanced. It actually took profit last night on one of the trades, $168.66. So pretty nice. All it does is it trades GBP JPY, and it, when one side, the buy or the sell side, takes profit, it manages each of those into profit. When one side takes profit, you're left with another trade. Okay, the buy, in this case, we took profit on the buy side. The sell side was left, you can see, and then in the evening, it rebalances the account, so it enters another buy. So it's rebalanced, and you can see the margin level percent is 0 because we're hedged equally on each side, and it will always be that way. When this thing took profit last night, when the buy side took profit, obviously the margin level percent was whatever it was, but the system went ahead and rebalanced the hedge, and it will do that over and over and over again. The idea here is to get profitable enough before the account is blown out. It will either blow out because it's moved too far, or it will hit the stop loss, which will be, it's quite a large stop loss. It's at least a 50% stop loss. So we'll keep an eye on this, but pretty profitable right now. Usually is out of the gate. I just want to show you how these robot systems work, and I want to see if this is something viable that we can put in our quiver to be able to run at certain times of the year or whenever we want to, or in a custom fashion. It's aggressive, it makes a lot of money fast, and it's high risk. Absolutely. The next one is US 30 that I'm trading with a very unique algorithm. I believe it is this one. Yes, it is. I will share this with you. And again, these all do really, really well. There's a huge misconception in the automated robot industry, is that these aggressive traders, you put them on your account, and at some point it's going to blow out the account. At some point it's going to do that. But are you lucky enough as a Forex gambler to be able to run an algorithm like this, pull out enough profits get out when the drawdown is low, and restart. The key to keeping a robot running that's aggressive like this is to do exactly what I said. Run it, manage it, pull out profits, and restart it. Typically, one of the biggest reasons a robot or an automated system gets hung up is that you start it at a certain time and you're trying to run it continuously. If you can shut it down and restart it periodically, it's like you're giving yourself a new chance. That's the best way I can put it. But look at this thing. It has made $332, $349 total. But overnight, it's made $332. Trading US 30 automatically at a 0.01 lot size. Now, what could I do if I wanted to with this account? The concept. Let's talk about the concept. I could pull out that $349. I've made 10% in one day. Okay, 10% in one day. I could pull out that $349 and just keep rolling the dice and trying to get to a point. If I'm making 10% a day, eventually I'm going to make my $3,000 account back, and then my $3,000 in there is not at risk. Now, what people try to do, and I think this is a mistake, listen to me carefully. When people run something like this, they try to compound the shit out of their results. They'll take this thing from $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 and then lose it all overnight. That's why pulling out your profits on a regular basis from an aggressive bot like this, set yourself, pull out every $500. We're not going to do that here. We're going to let this run because I kind of want to show you how long it will go. But we have the ability right now, if we wanted to pull out $349 and let the thing keep running. It's not going to hurt it much. What happens is they end up getting riskier and riskier and riskier, taking more risk. And with the higher balance from 3,000 to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, so on, so forth, that gives them more comfort because it protects their margin level percent. And then all of a sudden they lose it in one day. You've got to be ready to do that. I mean, when you go, if you ever gambled at the casino, because frankly, that's what you're doing with this kind of stuff, we have a hell of an edge because we're automated. It's like sending a personal robot to the casino. Here's a bankroll. Go play. Come back. Let me know what you won. Once in a while, you're going to lose that bankroll if you're really aggressive. And this is being pretty aggressive. But also, 10% in one night, I got to tell you, I think that's pretty impressive. I think that's highly impressive. So I like it. But I also want to manage expectations in the sense that if I release this algorithm, the chances of you losing your account are extremely high. This is high risk. But I have to tell you, as a Forex gambler, I like it. I'm addicted to it. It's fun. It's a great dopamine hit. I have enough money to throw around to take these risks. And it's a pretty calculated risk. But you got to get out of your mind that you're going to win all the time, every time. The simple idea in Forex is that when you win more than you lose when you lose. That's it. I know it sounds overly simplified, but with an automated system like this, I mean, look at this thing. It's running itself. It's got two buy trades and a sell trade. It's trying to hedge against itself, and it will do really well. This will do really, really well. This is pretty crazy high level automation on on really the most volatile I shouldn't say currency pair, the most volatile index in the world, US 30. The NASDAQ 30. So, yeah, I'm impressed with that. I couldn't be more impressed. We'll see how long this can go. Certainly, what I would do conceptually is if and when we get to a certain point, I'll show you when in the real world I would have pulled my profits, shut this thing off, reset the account to $3,000, turn it back on, right? And I probably don't do that all in a couple minute period. If I turn it off one day, I might wait till later that evening or the next day to turn it back on. Just give it a little bit of time. I just like to get out. If you can literally miss a crazy pricing cycle, which, you know, can happen every few days or whenever it feels like, really. If you can just miss that one crazy pricing cycle, you can survive the market with this aggressive automation 99% of the time. So pretty impressive. That's it. The system is simple. Go to fxwithterry.com, get access to the Discord group, get access to the free signal trades. Once you're convinced and you see these daily live sessions and you're convinced that this thing just never loses, and you've got all these different options in terms of automation that can be copied directly to any one of your accounts, you should be subscribing. Pretty simple. And if you'd like to enter to win a lifetime subscription, engage me in the comments below. If someone's coming in there asking a question, I pay attention to the comments. If you're asking a question, engaging in the comments on any one of these videos, you are in the running to get a lifetime subscription. Marx is interested to keep an eye on these two tests. Yeah, and again, the test premise is that I'm looking for some really aggressive, make money fast, get in, get out, with a semblance of security, meaning the automation is really the security. The fact that it's handling this really, really well. These are two algorithms I've had for a while now. Spent a decent amount of money on them. And when I say money, money is also not just what it costs, but the amount of time that I put into the testing and understanding what the settings should be, because there's dozens and dozens and dozens of settings inside of these bots and these systems. So looks like we just had a CAD JPY close at take profit. You're welcome. That's it. Appreciate you watching for Tuesday, February 18th. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, February 19th. Join us in the... What are you waiting for? Join us in the group. This is the best system on the face of the earth, and I'm not biased. Well, I am a little bit. This is the best. It is the absolute best. Everyone else losing. We are winning. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.